So they had to take it off. Is it raining? Alright, it's sunny and raining here tonight. Because that's how things go. And the game has started. Austria with the quaffle, Spain with bludger control, I think. Nope, I lied. Austria with bludger control. And the quaffle. Austria with all the balls. Let's see what they can do with them. Number 96. Pushing the attack. Passes to their chaser, number 2, who wasn't paying attention and bounces the ball off their back. That's one way to play. Didn't seem to hurt in the end. They still have control, and number 2 has the ball now. Beautiful save by the chaser for Spain. And Spain with the quaffle. The rain deciding to come down hard. Shouldn't be very long though, given that there's still sun in the sky all around the rain cloud. But you can really see it coming down on the screen there. No goal on that one. Beat before, I believe. Or something else. Not really sure. Maybe it was just goal called due to rain, because this is a harder downpour than we've had all day, and yet it's bright and sunny out. Norway, go home, you're drunk. I mean, you are home, and I'm in your house telling you to go home, which is rude. I shouldn't tell you what to do in your house. Norway, do what you want, I guess. I mean, it's nature. You're going to do what you want anyway, regardless of what I say. Spain with the quaffle. Pushing forward and scores! Number 13 for Spain. First on the board. Score 10-0. And Austria pushing forwards. Looking to respond to that goal. A beautiful pass across. Pass back. And in. And it's a goal. Very nice passing play from Austria there. And a goal by number 2. Score now tied 10-all. And the rain now dissipating. At least letting up a little bit. You can see assistant ref Eamon there. Player for Team Ireland as well. Austrian beater there was able to pull a beat from the Spanish beater, making them miss and give up their bludger. And then turning and affecting the quaffle play, giving their quaffle carriers time to catch, well, to get the ball back and go on the offensive. You will notice that all of the players are wearing headbands. And we have a injury That was a hard fall on that tackle. But they're all right. We're back, and that player was fine. Player number 0 for Austria. She's fine. She just has a little bit of a bump on her shoulder. This tournament is being played on AstroTurf, so it's a little bit less forgiving than regular grass sometimes. And a goal to Austria. Their keeper, number pound. Hashtag, whatever you want to call it. The score now, 20-10 to Austria. Beautiful pass to the troll in the dungeon for a goal. A troll in the dungeon is when you put a chaser behind the hoops and pass it over the hoops to them so that they can score. Named after the famous scene from the first Harry Potter book, because we're all giant nerds. Not the, little candy nerds. Eating us doesn't taste as good as eating those. I don't recommend eating Quidditch players. I hear that's called cannibalism. So, all of the players are wearing headbands. There are 6 players on the pitch on each team at the moment. 3 of those players are wearing white headbands. Those are the chasers. 2 of those players are wearing black headbands. Those are the beaters. You can see them right there. The 2 beaters for Team Austria, discussing tactics and pushing forwards. And the final player of those 6 is wearing a green headband. They are the keeper. Puns are available if you desire to make puns about keeping keepers, and so forth. In the meantime, the keeper and the 3 chasers are the quaffle carriers. They play with that white and green ball that is currently in the hands of the Spanish keeper, number 13. That ball is how you score points in the first bit of the game. Just like that. You score by making sure that that ball passes through the hoop in either direction and through any of the hoops. Well, through the other team's hoops. If it passes through your hoops, the other team gets points, even if you threw it. That's called an own goal. In the meantime, I said that already. Passing the quaffle through one of the hoops gives you 10 points. As you can see in the top corner, the score now 30-20, although it might be about to be... Nope, they were beat. Score still 30-20 for Spain. Now, if you get points by throwing that one ball through the hoop, what the heck are those 2 black headbanded players on each team doing with those other 3 balls? Well, they are... That was a beautiful goal. There by number 11 again. Number 11 scored for Team Spain, and Team Austria has called their timeout. Both teams will have a minute to talk amongst themselves, share war stories, have a drink of water, you know, do stuff. Regroup and try to get back into the game for Team Austria. Team Spain looking to maintain their momentum. Team Germany flying a flag over on pitch 2. Now, the 2 beaters on each team with the 3 bludgers are playing dodgeball with everyone else on pitch. If you get hit by a bludger that was thrown by the other team, you are knocked off your broom. You have to drop any balls that you have. You have to then get off of your broom and run back to your hoops and touch any part of the pole or hoop of your team's hoops before you can resume play and get back into the game. Because there are 3 bludgers and 4 beaters, one team will almost always have bludger control. Sometimes bludgers are on the ground and neither team has bludger control. But it's often the case that one of the team has 2 bludgers, one for each of their beaters, while the other team only has 1. Having bludger control can be a very big advantage, both in offense and defense, enabling you on offense to clear a path for your chasers to get through to score hoops, and on defense to stop an attack from the opposing team by hitting the quaffle carriers with the bludger. If a beater gets hit by a bludger, they can try to catch it to negate the hit. If the beater is able to catch the bludger before it hits the ground, then they are not out. However, chasers and keepers, and eventually, once they come on the pitch, seekers cannot catch a bludger. And that's a goal to number 83 for Team Spain. It may have looked like it wasn't a goal because it went back through the hoop afterwards, but chasers are not allowed to put a hand through the hoop to stop. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's start that sentence again. A chaser can't goaltend by putting a hand through the hoop to block a shot, and that's what the chaser did, and so the goal counted. Keeper, however, can put a hand through the hoop to block a shot. That was a beautiful beat there by number Infinity for Team Spain, and a beautiful goal by number 83. Spain pulling ahead decisively, 60-20. I say decisively because after 17 minutes of play, the snitch will come on pitch. The snitch will be an independent player dressed all in yellow with a sock attached to the back of their shorts as a tail. That sock will have a tennis ball in it, making the 4th and final ball of the game. After 1 more minute, at 18 minutes, the Seekers will be released. They will be wearing yellow headbands. There will be 1 of them for each team. and they will be attempting to remove that sock from the snitch runner's shorts. Doing so ends the game, as long as they do it properly, and gives that team 30 points. So right now, Spain, being up by 40 points, is comfortably in the lead. Well, not comfortably. It'd be better if they had a few more goals for them. But Austria cannot win on a snitch catch right now because they are more than 30 points behind. Well, technically they're more than 20 points behind, because if they were 30 points behind, a snitch catch would bring the game into overtime instead of ending it. Well, it would end that period and send us into overtime. We'll discuss overtime if we come to it. For now, we're out of overtime range, we're out of snitch range. Team Spain is ahead by enough. If they can maintain this lead, they just need to be able to catch the snitch to win. However, there's still some number of minutes, however many 18 minus 1330 is, minutes left to go before the Seekers are released and before any of these score things really matters at all. So in the meantime, keeper for Spain has the ball, going on a strong attack, but misses their receiver, and it's picked up by Team Austria and passed back to the keeper. When the keeper takes possession of the ball for the first time behind the keeper line, in their section, in their half, end, whatever word you want to use for it, they have immunity. They cannot be hit by bludgers, and they cannot be tackled or pressed for the ball. Once they step out of that zone, that immunity goes away, like everything in life. Disappears like a wisp on the wind. Austria looking to get back on the board. They haven't scored in quite some time now. Hoping to do so again soon. This has been quite a clean game, though. Not very many cards. Long pass to the troll. Manages to catch it, but beat and stopped. A beautiful save by keeper number 403. Which I have a sneaking suspicion is the HTML code for access denied. If it is, that's a particularly good player number for a keeper. Austria with the quaffle. Doing some substitutes as they move the ball up slowly. One thing both teams have to keep in mind is the gender rule. The gender rule in Quidditch is also known as the 4 maximum rule. This rule states that at any time on pitch, a team cannot have more than 4 players who identify as the same gender. So, before the Seekers are released, that means that of their 6 players, only 4 of them can identify as the same gender as each other. The other 2 have to identify as a different gender. Or, I mean, you can have 3 and 3, you can have 2, 2, 2, you can have 2, 2, 1, 1, I guess, is how that works. Spain scored! I think it was number 38 who did so. And we have a brooms down. Alright, we're good. Snitch is released. That's our snitch there, Sally Higginson from the UK. Austria now trailing by 50 points. Needs 2 goals to get back into overtime range. And there's one of them. The score now 70-30 to Team Spain. Seekers will be released in about 10 seconds. Alright, and the Seekers are out. Going for that quick catch, Team Spain. Team Austria hoping to get in between them there and get on the defensive. There we go. Team Austria has managed to get into a defensive position. Defensive seeking, where the seeker uses their body and their willpower, but mostly their body, as a shield for the snitch in an attempt to stop the other team's seeker from catching and ending the game, so that their quaffle players can rack up some points and get back in range. But that's what beaters are for, to make it so that the defensive seeker has to go away. Well, and the offensive seeker. All the seekers made to disappear by the beaters. Beaters are really a snitch's best friend. I feel like, given that the quaffles aren't sentient, that was another goal that Austria needed. Team Austria's bench screaming to their seeker to catch the snitch. Their seeker didn't quite hear them, but they did hear, attempted to catch, and were unsuccessful. And Austria has put in a new seeker. Austria, if they catch now, will send the game into overtime. Spain can catch for the win. Austria looking for one more goal in the quaffle game. And it looks like they're about to get it. They did get it! Austria can now win on a quaffle, or on a snitch catch. That goal from number 23 from Austria. The score now 70-50. Literally anyone's game.
9 back to hoops, stealing over the shoulder.
Comes down to this. Spain looking to increase their lead again. They manage it. Number 39 scoring. Back to overtime range. Sorry, there is no number 39. I lied. Must be 38. Either way, the score in overtime range is 80-50 for Spain. Oh, and Spain has caught. Spain has caught and hurt the snitch. Given that... Oh, yep. Catch is good. Caught, then stood on the snitch's foot. The catch is good, and Spain has won. Final score 110 star to 50. Star denoting a snitch catch. And now for the hugs. Because you're not allowed to hug during the game. Tackling with 2 hands is naughty and gets you a card. So we save all of the hugs for the end of the game and pass them on to each other as we say goodbye and wish each other a good game. Even if some of us have taken our shirts off by this point. Good job to Team Spain, and that's the end of day 1 of the live stream. No cards in that game. Very clean game. We will be back tomorrow morning at ungodly o'clock with some game between 2 teams that will be here shortly. In the meantime, have a good night. Or morning, wherever you are. Bye!